Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. In some ways, my cold is better. In some ways, my cold is worse. So, yay. And my chair, it's got no stand-up to it at all anymore. So I have to pull myself upright if I want to be upright. I need to get something that I can wedge underneath it in the back. Yay. Just thought I'd mention. But yay, yeah, my cold. So first off, of course, the Shelton, Washington weather playground and spider report. Weather report, I didn't actually go outside much yesterday. In fact, I didn't go out walkies. I was just too tired, too sore after I took a shower. I went to bed at 9 o'clock. It's dark outside right now. I have no idea what the weather is. So I am adrift. Yay. Playground report, again, I didn't go out. I don't have any money, so I couldn't buy any sodas or anything like that, so I didn't bother. On top of just not feeling good and being tired, so thumbs up on that. I have spaghetti and spaghetti sauce to last me till the end of the month, so that's only a couple days, and then my disability shows up on the 3rd, and I have to give all but $100 of that to rent, and then I have $100 to buy food and everything else for the month. Yay. But that was the plague rat report as well, because I didn't go out, so I have no ideas. Yay. Spider report, I think there's some gangly leg spiders about. I can't really tell. I don't know if it's my eyes or if the spiders are hard to see. But, this one spider that was in the window, I cannot see her today. So I do not know if she is still here or not. She might have traveled on, might have been at. Hard to say. The other garden spider in the corner, though, is still there. And that is good. I am glad. At least there's one left. A little bit of continuity of spiders. Yeah. Thumbs up anyway. It's a good thing. But for my cold. The only reason I have a cough is sinus drainage. My lungs are clear, except for the sinus drainage. So when I wheeze, when I breathe, if I can cough it up, I'm clear. So that part's good. I gotta keep coughing it up so that it doesn't pool and turn into bronchitis or more. Yay. But my nose continues to run. I'm not sneezing as much anymore. But when I blew my nose, on this side, it is extremely thick mucus. On this side, just normal. Plus, I do have some spots of infection up inside of here because I have blown out the occasional thick, sticky wad of greenish yellowish stuff. Not much, and just from a localized area. So that spot, at least, is infected with the cold virus and all that. So, yay. So I gotta cough more to try and bring this stuff up. My throat is only sore-ish because of post-nasal drainage. That happens. That's why my voice is deeper, because of the drainage. My ears are getting affected. They're getting closed off because of that bloody infection right in there. So, yeah, colds are great. Hopefully, it'll be over soon. I was talking with Russian timing last night, and it's like, yeah, it sucks to have a cold. I mean, it's been terrible these past couple days. I am not feeling good at all. I find it hard to do anything at all because of my fibro and ADHD and all that. But throw a cold on top of that, and I'm struggling just to do anything at all. So but I was talking with him about that, and it was just, my general statement was, it sucks to have a cold, but it's just a blip in time. Even if it's 2 weeks, what's 2 weeks? A year is 365 days. So I have a cold for 14 of those. That's not much time, is it? 52 weeks out of 52 weeks in a year. That's 50 weeks that I'm not sick. And only 2 weeks out of a year, if I have 14 years left before I perish, what is just 2 weeks? It's nothing. It's a blip. I mean, yeah, I'm miserable now, but I'm going to survive. I'm going to live through it as long as it's just a, rhinovirus and a regular cold. But again, lungs are clear. The only time I cough is to bring stuff up. I do not have a dry cough. I do not have any of the issues that other people who have the Covfefe bug have. This is just a cold. I'm going to survive a cold. So, thumbs up on that. And it's just, even if I'm miserable for another week, again, that's just a blip in time. Life is life. Thumbs up for that. And on that, I have absolutely nothing written down on my topics list because I have not been thinking well or doing well on the trying to be cognizant front. I spend a lot of time in here now sick, just trying to stay awake. And I'll go through periods where I can't. And I end up falling asleep for an hour or some before I can manage to wake back up. So I'm not doing a lot, but I'm always trying to think, and I like to play video games, and that's actually good. Actually, playing video games is good for you. I mean, they have found many, many times that it keeps your hand-eye coordination really, really good, especially if you play the Twitch sort of games. And my reflexes are shot because I'm older, and my reflexes in my hand are shot because I severed my radial nerve and I've got scar tissue that makes it difficult to do this hand properly. But I enjoy Twitch, well, not really Twitch shooters, because that's more the multiplayer, Call of Duty stuff. That's Twitch shooting, whereas if you don't do it fast, you're gone. But I enjoy the kind of game where while you're zipping around first person with your weapon, if you see this thing over here, just a blip in your eye on the edge of the screen while you're looking in that direction, if you don't turn and take care of it, you're reloading from your last save point. And I'm pretty good at taking a look over there and then catching that movement and then zipping and taking care of it. So I like PvE. I don't like PvP, which is player versus environment, single player. I don't like PvP, player versus player. When I went through a huge period of time during which my wife was alive when I played online games. And I played the multiplayer soldier shooter type things where you were going up on teams against the other side, and I played Team Fortress Classic, and I played all bunches of MMOs. The MMOs I always played as single player. Those are the massively multiplayer online role-playing game type. I played those as single player. Didn't really like getting involved with other people. I actually did join a guild for a while once in the game Nine Dragons, which was my absolute favorite. But I don't play online games anymore. And so there you go. I like the single player stuff. Which is okay. As much as organizations like Electronic Arts are saying, people don't want single player, they want multiplayer. The actual sales figures, whenever somebody comes up with a good single player game that just blows things out of the water, shows that they're just trying to come up with continued justification for their just focusing on live service gaming. I hate those bastards, and life is life on that. But past that, as stated, just been trying to play video games and stay creative, still thinking. And past that, I've just been trying my best to survive. Oh, sleeping last night. I went to bed a little bit after 9 o'clock. I forgot to take some ibuprofen before I went to bed. Now, I'm describing something that is painful on 10 inches of foam mattressing. I used to sleep on regular mattresses, and it was hell. I was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning because my muscles around my hip joints hurt so much just because gravity pulling me downward onto the mattress. That hurt so much. I could not stay on either side and stay asleep because it hurt so much. When I had to sleep on regular mattresses before I realized all this is going on, before I got married like 16 years ago, it was hell. It was like knives being stabbed into my hip joints. Except it wasn't just my hips then, it was every place that touched the mattress. It sucks to have insanely delicate skin and things like fibromyalgia, which makes everything hurt worse and adds pain and just, it's awful. Awful. Pray you never get it. I used to think it was autoimmune. I still don't know what it is. I've been looking up on fibromyalgia. It's not an autoimmune thing, but I don't know. I just know I don't like it, though. Thumbs up on that. So, yeah, just surviving, just living, just doing what I can. So I'm going to cut this one short today because I don't have anything else to talk about. I have pretty much, well, actually one thing before I do. I've wanted to talk about this for a while and I just remembered it. It's respect the fungus. Fungus is amazing. I mean, it's when the things that you see that you associate with fungus, like mushrooms and all that, that's not the fungus. That is like the apple of an apple tree. The actual fungus itself is underground. The weird thing about fungus, there's a couple weird things about fungus. But one of the weird things about fungus is they're actually closer to animals than they are to plants. Human polymers, mammalian polymers is keratin. Our hair is keratin, and our nails are keratin, our skin is keratin. That is the mammalian polymer. Insects use chitin. That is a polymer made out of a saccharide. It is a form of glucose, a form of sugar. Plants have cellulose. This is their polymer that they make everything out of. Fungus uses chitin, just like bugs do. It doesn't use the plant stuff. It doesn't use cellulose. It uses chitin. And for most plants, you've got the root system and then you've got the part of the plant that comes up out of the ground. Fungus is basically root system and nothing else. It's made up of hyphae and mycelium, and the hyphae are just a form of the mycelium, and the mycelium is like a root system. What you see of fungus is just the fruiting body as it's reproducing. So by the time you see it, it's thoroughly riddled and reproducing. Respect the fungus. It is everywhere. And if you're not careful, it'll get you. While I was in healthcare, I read fun stuff about this one doctor talking about an older woman that he had been taking care of. She had bread mold fungus in her sinuses. And 6 months later, it had killed her. Respect the fungus, or the fungus will force you to. Because after all, you don't want to eat fungus because a lot of funguses produce things like mycotoxins, and mycotoxins actually have been shown to cause many types of cancer. So don't eat like non-edible fungus stuff, or try not to. Respect the fungus. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, illness, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember what my own name is, especially right now. Oy vey. Oh, my sinuses are just killing me right inside here. It's like a spike in my head. Oh, excuse me. Emad Amadi, thank you very, very much. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Tommy Nelson, thumbs up and thank you. LUNXR Dream Vale, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, thank you very, very much for continuing to watch and comment. It is greatly appreciated. Romeo Livingston, thumbs up and thank you. We have Zulin, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. You're beautiful. I love you, baby. Thumbs up and thank you. We have Ed Popular. Greatly appreciated. Russian Timing. Always good to see you in the comments. Thank you. We have Enemy Hunter. Greatly appreciated. Denny Stole My Vape. Thumbs up. Suli Pradi. Thumbs up and thank you. Denial. Greatly appreciated. Christopher Thomas. Thumbs up. We have King King Cobra JFS. I sure hope. Myositis, thumbs up and thank you. We have Cracked Z, thumbs up. There is Luca Faria, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up. Ghostface, greatly appreciated. And that's all. 22 commenters. Thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated. When you are depressed, and I have cyclical biochemical depression, it is good to get other people's voices inside the echo chamber of your skull. Thank you all so very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well. It has things like cat food and hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up. And if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool, a definite thumbs up. As soon as I get better, once again, the whole story about the lobster hat wearing duckhead of judgment, its surplus of scorn, and the severity of its mockery upon those it finds disappointing. But for right now, I'm just too ill. And Black Lives Matter. Damn it. Why do we even have to fight about this? And of course, justice for everybody. The jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms keep brutalizing and murdering in their homes and on American streets. Please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, practice your social distancing, be as careful as you can, be as creative as you can. Take care, and I will see you. Hopefully my own cold is going to start getting a lot better soon. Hokey smokes.